Hi everyone, it's a new week, it's a new day, and I have a new video and a new challenge for you. And this one is Ugly Duckling Challenge, and it's hosted by Cory at A Desert DIYs. So the theme and the point is to pick an ugly duckling and to transform it to a beautiful one. So what we have here is an old media unit, and nowadays nobody uses them for TVs, at least here in Germany. And I decided to repurpose it, to transform it to a minibar. So if you want to see the final result, just keep watching. And of course, as usually, I will start by giving this piece a thorough cleaning because it's pretty dusty and pretty dirty. So if you are still in doubt if you have to or not to clean your piece, just look how much dirt I scrubbed off this piece. It's a small one. So I'm going to change the water, rinse it, let it dry. My piece is nice and dry, guys, and we are ready now for the next steps. So let me tell you a little bit about my original plan. So my plan was to remove this shelf and to attach underneath here this glass holder, just to turn it into a mini bar. But the problem is that this shelf here is it's glued in. I tried, if you can see here, to see if I can remove it, but unfortunately it's not possible. I asked my husband, maybe we can cut it in the middle and just break this with the hammer, but my husband told me that this may affect the integrity of the dresser, and we don't know how exactly it's put together, so I have to give up. Another idea was to install this glass rack here underneath this shelf, but the idea is that this is an open, these shelves are open, there is no door. And if I will put the glasses here, you know, it's a lot of dust, a lot of stuff like this that you usually have like mostly on the floor, and I feel like your glasses will be always full of dust, and this is not practical. And I also removed here was like a shelf that you could move like a drawer. I remove it because it takes from the space, and like this it's like a bit more, you have a bit more place, and maybe you can fit in some bottle of wines. But I have here this one, and I think that I'm going to buy a smaller glass rack, and I will put it here, so this way you can close this unit and your glasses won't be so dusty. So yeah, let's start working. I will start by removing those two dividers. I feel like this is not going to be an easy job, but I'm pretty determined to remove them. I think I need to check the back of the piece because I have the feeling they are put in place with some staples from the back. Yeah, sometimes you have to check these things, but it was easier than I was expecting. So now I'm gonna give the entire piece a good scuff sanding. I have some used, I don't know, it's 80 or 120 grit sandpaper. That's why I like to keep my old sandpaper from the sander, because you can always use it even a bit more. So I removed these rails, and it was not easy, guys. I did it off camera because I just want to keep my image as I feel like they stained this piece after they installed the rails. I mean, that's weird. As you can see here, it's stained, and also These are the holes where the screws were in, and these were some additional holes. As you can see, here is some stain. So I'm assuming they installed this first, and then they stained this. And the screws, they were very hard to remove because they were glued in. Now I'm gonna use some Dixie mat to refill the holes, and I'm gonna let this dry, and then I will come back and we will be ready for priming. So I'm gonna push this wood filler inside the holes. I may still need to do some refill, but that's okay. Now let's sand our Dixie mat. I'm using a sanding block with some old sanding paper for my sander. Now it's time to finally apply some our primer. I'm going to use Dixie Belle's Boss, and the color is gray, and this is not only going to seal, because as you can see in some places I sanded through the original finish. This piece has a very big smell of cigarette. It's not stinky, but it's there, it's present, and this is going to also block the bad smells on your furniture. And now it's finally time to paint. I'm going to use all-in-one silk mineral paint in the color Black Sand, which is a gorgeous like graphite color with some blue undertones. And I'm going to use Dixie Belle's synthetic brush. So guys, a little disclosure for you. I actually was planning on doing something different on this piece, but I have a pretty busy month beside the camera. So in my personal life, I don't know if I told you, but I'm not painting furniture full-time. I also have a full-time job, and it's a little bit busy this month. So I decided just to go with something simple, and also all-in-one silk, all-in-one paint. I has a built-in top coat, so I can have this project done pretty quickly. Sometimes you just do what you have to do, but anyway, this color is very beautiful. I have some other pieces done in this. The idea is that if I would knew that I'm going to paint this in this color with this paint line, I would skip the priming process, because this paint has a built-in primer. But anyway, it's going to be beautiful. I work again with a little bit more amount of paint that I will usually use for chalk mineral line, but again not too much, because with this paint I'm not using water. You can of course mist a little bit your brush if you feel like it's not sliding properly, but generally it's not recommended to use any water with this paint. Now I have some 240 grit sandpaper and a sanding block, and I am going to go lightly over the first coat just to smooth out any brush strokes. Time for the second coat, and the second one is going on the same one, the third seat, and I think 2 coats are enough. I will check tomorrow in the daylight, because it's pretty dark. It's night here right now, and I want to double check in the daylight if there are some issues. Maybe I'm pretty sure I will have to do some touch-ups, but that's okay. I'm so amazed every time I use this paint about the self-leveling properties. I mean, it levels itself so nice. Now it's time to take care of the inside of the back panel. As you can see here, I already put this wallpaper. I think it fits perfectly. It's a nice contrast. But guys, I'm doing this off camera because as you can see, this space is pretty narrow and pretty deep. So I'm one-man show. I'm doing everything by myself, so I won't be able to film while I'm putting this in place. So see you in a couple of seconds. So since I have this laid on its back, I decided to add a bit more of interest to these knobs, and I'm going to use a little bit of gold gilding wax. And I have very little gold gilding wax on my brush because, as I said, I don't want any full coverage on this. I want to create some sort of patina. I remember, you guys, I wasn't able to remove them because they are not attached with the screw. They glued in, and I didn't want to pull them out and risking to cause some damages. I ended up installing the glass rack underneath the shelf because there was no possibility to install it inside. And we are done here. Now this old, outdated and ugly duckling TV stand, it's a new minibar. I think it looks pretty good, and it's also functional. It has a lot of storage space, and it can be used in a kitchen, in a living room, even in an office. Why not? So if you guys like it, please give me some thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.